question of the day, where one of my beautiful members get to ask me a question and I get to answer it. This one is from Zach Maroncelli. Let's go. And he has a bass.
Hey Ola. I was wondering if you'd seen the videos where people are talking about selling off their tube amps. I also wanted to know whether or not you'd consider doing the same thing sometime in the future. Thank you.
What the Thank you, Zach, for that very, very special question. Okay, so I think he's referring to other YouTubers have made a couple of videos where they're basically saying that tube amplifiers are out of style, or some of them are even like selling all their tube amplifiers, or many of them, in favor of digital equipment and, you know, plugins and quad cortexes and tonexes. Not gonna lie, being a guitar player today is freaking excellent with the amount of gear that we have, and, you know, the possibilities and the different possibilities for different setups and for different needs. Because, you know, back in the day, it was like, okay, you were either in your bedroom playing guitar or you were out on stage or in a rehearsing room, and, you know, basically the gear you had worked in all places. And now you have computers. People are sitting in front of office desks like this playing guitar, and they're also sitting in their couch. There's so many different ways of playing guitar today. You have these small fucking positive grid Spark Go's and shit that you can play on the beach, basically. And there's just so many. There's just so much gear today that's catered to everything and everyone, and it's really a luxury, I must say. What these guys are saying is that, you know, amplifiers are definitely not needed anymore, and it's basically become a luxury for, you know, vintage snobs. Basically, that's the idea I got from watching and hearing some of this. To some extent, I do agree, because digital equipment is becoming really, really good, and it's really awesome. And, you know, when I'm sitting right here, I'm using plugins, man, because it's easy, it's simple. I always have the same sound. I have my cable going to the audio interface. It's just really simple, you know. So why would I even keep tube amplifiers, you know, while I'm using this all the time? Since I started playing guitar during the 90s, there's still something about hooking something into something really big and loud. And that is, you know, the guitar amplifier. Sitting in front of speakers like this and playing, or even sitting, you know, in the Tonex video I just did, where I was sitting in front of a full response speaker, that you can get it loud, but it doesn't sound real. With a guitar amplifier and a speaker, it sounds real. It sounds natural. Maybe that's just me and what I'm used to. And I know a lot of the, you know, the newer generations that start playing guitar, they're used to this sound. So maybe they think that the amplifiers and the speakers suck ass. There's also one other small thing that people forget a lot about when they demo the digital stuff and the, you know, the things that are digital, is that there's always gonna be the response time of your initial hit of a string. You know, for every component you add that's digital and shifts from analog to digital, you're adding a slight bit of response time, or like a latency, basically. It's not that noticeable. It's not that noticeable, but it becomes noticeable when you plug in straight into an amplifier and you get the response of an amplifier. You know what? I'll show you why I'm gonna keep all my amplifiers, at least for now, you know? I'll show you, okay? All right, so this is why amplifiers are still fucking relevant, in my opinion. That initial response from, you know, plugging in your guitar straight into an amplifier, I mean, so far, I'm not getting that with any digital equipment. And I mean, for some people, it doesn't matter. And, you know, I probably won't notice it as well as I'm sitting here playing through my plugins and shit. But as I plug into a real amplifier again, it's like, whoa, holy shit. Holy shit, that's so much fun. You know, I'm in a very good place where, you know, my work is around guitars and amplifiers, so I've been able to build up a big arsenal of amplifiers and cabinets. So, you know, this is a luxury. Not everyone can afford an amplifier or a cabinet nowadays. They're really expensive still. That's why we're seeing brands making smaller amplifiers and smaller solutions, basically trying to fit every need of everyone. And that is awesome, and that's cool. Going back to what I said earlier, it's an incredible time to be alive if you're a guitar player, where we can have everything like this. But, you know, but at the same time, it all starts here, you know? Something has to be modeled after, and it's this. And, you know, they still fucking make my balls shake. So, thank you so much. Thanks. Zach, Myron, Sally. Playing Fortnite a lot lately. I'm not afraid to admit it. You know, Fortnite is pretty fun. You know, I'm having fun with my...
Try something out today. I'm not sure exactly what, so I'm gonna unbox and then I'm gonna decide what, you know, what my eyes will think is exciting.